It's a hair past 4 o'clock, but we are live for the FA Cup match between Manchester United and Fulham. Stay with us for this watch along. Hello, you're very welcome everyone to the watch along for Manchester United versus Fulham in the FA Cup. Now, before we get into that, Mr. B, there's a couple of teams in red that are vying for trophies. United already have one in the bag in the Carabao Cup. We're pursuing two more. Arsenal are currently sitting at the top of the Premier League, representing the red teams in England, and look like they would probably get across the line. But there's a certain red team not too far away from us that's going to end up with not but a 7-Up cup.
Let them make their DVD, bruv. Let them make their DVD. It's all right. They can watch it. They'll sell it by the thousands. It's good. It's good. They're in transition at the moment. There's a difference in us being in transition and everybody else being in a transition. So long may their bullshit continue to be favorable.
Absolutely. And I hear Mohamed Salah is getting his eyes fluttered at by Real Madrid, so he looks like he could be out the gate in the summer.
Oh, I'm not going to say it's a shame. He served his purpose.
But before we move on, one Premier League title and I think two Champions Leagues for what was the kind of the best Liverpool team since the last time they dominated. It's a bit of an underwhelming haul, isn't it?
They think that it's the Holy Grail, so they have their opinion. We'll stick with ours. There's only one team. There's only one great team in red, and we all know what it is. So GGMU, mate.
And you segued lovely into speaking of teams. This is the starting lineup for the Manchester United team today. David De Gea, Lukey Shaw, The Butcher, Slabhead, Wan-Bissaka, Sabitzer, Scott McIndry, Rashford, Bruno, Sancho, and Big Weg. Thoughts?
I guess Maguire would have started. He did send a message about Varane not being in the squad, but I felt that Maguire probably would have started today, to be fair, anyway. Last game he played, he's Maguire. He is what he is. I don't think he let us down, to be fair. Is Mitrovic playing? If he's up against Mitrovic, he'll probably focus on him. That will probably be the battle there. You know my opinion on Scott McTominay. I'm not having him anyway near the United squad, but he's here. He does a job when he's here. Paulinho is probably their danger man, centre of the park, somebody who I think we'll have to focus on. Sabitzer, always knew he was going to be playing. As I said, he was named in the Austrian squad. So I guess that he would have been playing for this one. The one that is kind of, not say throw me, is Sancho for Pellistri. I think Pellistri played pretty well, to be fair, in the last game. Maybe that's a management thing, you know. Ten Hag has that Ferguson tendency where you don't want to give him too much too early. So Sancho playing, I'm a little bit surprised at, but he needs to perform because obviously he's not going to play on the left. That's Rashford's position. At the moment, Bruno does seem to be occupying the position behind Weghorst, so he has to do the job. He has to really, really do the job today. What are you feeling about Sancho's inclusion today, Rebel?
Yeah, I was very excited when he came back because I was thinking, okay, this is your redemption tour now, Mr. Sancho. You got your head right. You followed Ten Hag's instructions. Now come back and do bits for us on the pitch. It looked like he was starting well. He was coming back with a different mentality. And I suppose one thing that concerned me the last day, Mr. B, was there was a cut of the camera to Sancho when he was on the bench. And it looked like all that he had done while he was sent away in Germany had completely and utterly left him. And that he had forgotten that he is part of a team, that he is driving towards the team goals, not just individual goals. And I'm just hoping that what we see from Sancho is someone that will buy into the team dynamic, and because he does that, then obviously his performances will enhance off the back of that. But it's an interesting one. I do agree with you, though, with regards to Pellistri. I think Daddy Ten Hag is wrapping the cotton wool around him and kind of going, okay, you have played your game in the limelight. We're going to build you slowly. You'll get to start again this season, but not today. If I need you off the bench, you'll be summoned in the 55th, 60th minute or whatever I determine.
Yeah, I can see that, to be fair. Did Pellistri get the call up? Do we know? Was there a call up? Are they playing? Have they got an international, or will he be here for the next 2 weeks?
Pellistri, I'm not sure of, but there is one player that I do know turned down a call up to the Welsh under-21s, and that is a certain pundit's son that's on loan because he wants to focus on keeping Forest Green out of the relegation battle.
Fair play to him. Fair play. Fair play. Shows a level of commitment. He's got time. He'll get called up into the Welsh squad. Fair play to him.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. I do want to talk about your favourite midfielder, Scott, for a second, because he's a player a bit like Martial. And since he's been kind of deposed by Casemiro in the starting 11 at the start of the season, that hasn't been available all that much. And it seems like an injury jinx is hobbling all over him, and it's adding to the pressures, I suppose, that are in our central midfield. Is Scott McTominay a player that we can say is going to be fit as a squad player going forward, or is he someone that we need to shift in January and take whatever we can get, or in the summer and take whatever we can get from him?
Well, I'll answer the second part of that first. I would shift him, to be honest, especially if Sabitzer is available for the price that it's been rumoured, 20 million, 25 million euros. That's not even pounds, that's euros. So if Sabitzer's available for that, then I'll be getting McTominay out the door. He's a Man United product. We're bound to get at least 30, 35 million for him. I would let him go. What was the first part of that question, Rebel?
His injury profile since he was deposed by Casemiro.
I mean, it could be two things. When he kept out Casemiro at the beginning of the season. Sorry, it could have been two things. Scott was playing very well, to be fair, and didn't deserve to be dropped. But once Casa came in, you saw the levels. McTominay, my opinion, is a very limited footballer. I think he's probably hit his ceiling in regards to what he can do, his profile of player. So I would be moving him on. In regards to jobs that he can do for us today, it's going to be a physical game in midfield. So I understand why he would be playing over Fred. I think it's going to be more of a battle today. Those are the games that suit Scott McTominay. This is only my opinion. I'm not going to say it's fact or whatever, but this is what I see from my eyes. So I'm expecting him to rat around today, to be fair, to get his fair shares of tackles and touches in. And don't get me wrong, he does have a shot in him. I'm not going to sit here and say he's unproductive in what he does. But he's just not my favourite Manchester United player. If he plays well, I always give him his props. But I always expect him to be closer to the 6 than the 8, score-wise in a game.
No, there's another player that caught my eye. And it's the guy that Solo called Donny van de Beek after, which is Wan-Bissaka. It seemed like for a while that Dalot was untouchable, that he'd nailed down that right back spot in terms of who was available. And all of a sudden now, it looks like Wan-Bissaka is more the player that fits the Ten Hag style. Because as we see, he cuts into the midfield and he does what Ten Hag likes out of his fullbacks.
It's weird. I mean, was Wan-Bissaka injured? Was he just unavailable to get into the squad, or was Ten Hag doing what he did with Sancho? Slowly training him into the way that obviously he wants him to play. We all doubted, look, Rebel, let's be honest, we sat here thinking he's got no chance. Dalot was playing at a certain level, but since Wan-Bissaka's come into the team, I don't think he's had a bad game. To be fair, I don't think he's had, if he has, it might have only been a half. Defensively, we already know what Wan-Bissaka can do, but what he's added to his game is what we all hoped and didn't expect that he would have, is in moving forward down the pitch and actually creating further forward. So formation-wise, he understands the formation. You see him being inverted sometimes and sitting as that deep lying central midfielder. So he understands the role. I suppose we'll probably have to do a little show on that or something to decide which one of them two he's going to keep, because I can't see him keeping both of them. Dalot contract hasn't been signed and it's up at the end of the season, which means he can bounce on a free. Or does he keep Wan-Bissaka, who, to be fair, I think he's probably outperforming Dalot since they've both been available to be playing. So I like Wan-Bissaka, but I'm very surprised at what he's showing to the United team.
Absolutely. And of course, we do have a couple of wingbacks returning, but focusing again on today, there's 6 of you in the chat. I am going to bring up the Fulham team on my phone and I'm going to read it out to you shortly, but I want some score predictions in the chat. Light us up with what you think the result will be today. Roy Keane and Ian Wright are currently happy as Larry on the Old Trafford pitch here on my screen, but let us know what you think the scoreline will be. In terms of the Fulham team, though, Jay Leno, aka the former Arsenal keepers in goal. They've got Robson, Ream, Diop, and Tate in the back. A midfielder that apparently we're being linked with in the summer, Palinia, and half the other of the rest of the Premier League is in midfield with Reed. Then William, Pereira, aka the preseason Pirlo, and Reed are in the midfield, and Mitra is up top. So is Mitrovic the big danger in that Fulham team along with Palinia?
I would say Mitrovic, obviously, because he's that goal scorer. Definitely. The thing is, Paulinho's the cement, so he's probably not going to be the one who causes us trouble. But the person I'm interested in seeing is Pereira. To see, obviously, he wasn't good enough for us, and it has come out over the weekend that he had decided he was leaving before Ten Hag come and didn't have that conversation with him. Obviously, the same thing that Henderson did. He decided he'd had enough and he was going. I don't think he would have stayed anyway, to be fair. I don't think he's good enough. So he's going to have something to prove today. So we'll see. UK strains. I am. And look at me. I'm still under 10 stone soaking wet, mate. It's just what it is.
And Dia wants to know what you're eating.
Pringles.
I don't worry, I got my munch ready here. But Zoe's Media House, it is 4:30 and it is on ITV in the UK.
Yeah, ITV.
And if you're in Ireland, it's on Premier Sports.
See, that's good to have the Irish pundit. We know exactly what station it's on over there. Well done, Rebel.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Paddy Lawless is currently whining and dining the mother of his kids, and apparently he's bought her a rather expensive Mother's Day gift. I believe there's a $5,000 Gucci bag after being deposited into the Lawless closet.
Pat, I wish I was your mum, mate. I tell you.
But
best of the times. Welcome to the madness, man. No, I know I've definitely never seen that Avi before. So welcome to the agenda. Welcome to the agenda.
Actually, I hadn't realised it at the time, but obviously I was preparing for Scott McTominay starting because I got the Scottish juice, Iron Brew, sitting here.
Let's hope it doesn't go flat for you there, Rebel. I mean, to be fair, I don't accept these players at the moment are probably playing for their futures in regards to not first team futures, but Man United futures on a whole. So he's going to have to perform. He's going to have to perform. Same with Maguire. I do believe that those two, out of what we've got starting here today, I think Weghorst probably won't be here. McTominay won't be here. Maguire probably won't be here the beginning of next season.
I'm going to throw this out to you. Given that it looks like it's unlikely that Martial will be able to prove that he can stay fit long enough to be a productive part of the squad, it's likely that he may be a departure. Given that we have to look at the number of players we need for that central striker role, at a cheap £5 to £10 million. Could Weghorst be worth keeping as a squad player?
No, I don't think he scores enough goals. I would, me personally, I would keep Martial. And he's not the main striker. He's the Weghorst. So we buy somebody ahead of him, as in Osimhen, Harry Kane, whoever it is, their profile. We get that person in, and Martial is the backup. Now we already know Martial can play it. Then there's no pressure on him to stay, not to stay fit, but there's no pressure on him to be the main guy, if you know what I mean. I mean, he does the job. Martial's Ten Hag said he likes the way that he plays. Even in the presser this week, he was still giving him props, saying that he's an important member of the squad, and we just need to take our time with him. So I think if we take our time, give him the time that he needs to get fit, and then it's up to him, because maybe he was being rushed back too early. I love Martial, I do, and it would be nothing would sweet me more than for him to be here next season. But Ten Hag's his own man, as we know, and he doesn't mess about. So it's going to be interesting to see if he comes back. I mean, look, if you think about what we've got, if we can have Martial and Eriksen back for the last month and a half, the last 6-7 games of the season, I think that changes a whole load of what we can do, because Weghorst has been running to the ground at the moment, to be fair.
Very true. I think this one's for you. It's from Michael Hill. Are you going to keep Martial because Jones is going to be gone and you need to keep the doctor busy? No. To be fair to Martial, Mr. B, and I remarked on this when we started the season, I couldn't believe, the smile and the swagger when he was riding back into training, because, we all remember Martial as being the dour, unhappy-looking guy that just didn't seem to want to be in the squad. We never questioned his talent, but it's kind of disappointing for him, because he seemed to have got his mentality right, that injury has kind of held him back a bit this season.
It's Sod's Law. It's Sod's Law, Rebel. When he wasn't injured, I said, where is it? Here we go, UK Strange. Obviously, it's not quite what he said, but he's talking about lack of effort. When he was fit, he didn't look like he gave a shit. I think he works better with coaches who can coach him. Ollie, just let him go out there and play. Under Louis van Gaal, he was great. Why was he great? Because Louis van Gaal took time to explain to him maybe what he wanted to do. And we already know that's what Ten Hag does. So I think it would be Sod's Law that he wanted to leave. He went out on loan last season, got injured, came back, plays well when he's available to play. Let's be honest. He plays well for us in the system, but he's not good enough. I mean, that's another one that would really divide the fan base, because there's a lot of people think, just let him go. Just let him go.
You actually mentioned... Sorry, go on.
Colm's got his white hair. Mate, you just make sure that doesn't grow out, and we'll see you on the takeaway on Friday, even if it's a 5-minute pop in and pop out, mate. I tell you. Sorry, Rebel.
Or, Colm, if you want to jump on for 30 seconds to show the fans, you can always slide on in, because we would like to see this. So if you are near your computer, hop on into the watch along for a second, and we'll give you the big screen to show off your white hair. So we will. But speaking of hair, Mr. B, we are part of the Bald Alliance, aka the Ten Hag Army, and there was a manager that, and this is the last thing we're going to speak about other teams today, that what we were told that we were mad for ignoring, and that's Mr. Conte. And it seems another serial trophy winner in Conte has been broken by Tottenham Hotspur. Mourinho, that was the only club that he failed to win a trophy. And now they've broken Conte as well.
It's lovely. Let them keep breaking managers, mate. They've got a beautiful stadium, fine. Best in the world, bar none. I hold up my hand. But when your team's full of shit and all they're doing is moaning, then you can understand why. We've got a guest.
Yes, we do. Welcome, Colm. And we're going to bring you up onto the solo layout. Give the people a look. Let them see it all.
There you go. As promised, it's not quite turned out how I wanted it to, because this stuff that I've got is absolutely trash. What I'm doing is I'm going to go into town and buy a proper semi-permanent one and redo it. But
How's your missus feel about that, Colin?
she did it. My missus did it.
That's not what I asked. That is not what I asked.
She's not bothered. She's not bothered.
Oh, she doesn't love you, Cole. She doesn't love you.
No, probably not. But I'm going to let you guys get back on with it.
Cheers,
I've got a
man.
watch-along to do as well. See you later, guys.
Take it easy, man.
See you, Colin. That was totally worth it. But where were we? I've completely lost my train of thought.
I think we had one claw prediction, guys. I think we only had one, to be fair. There's a couple of you in the chat. Let's get those score predictions in. Where was it? Somebody say 4-1.
There was a 4-1. I think it was UK.
DM
Yeah.
Blogs. 4-1 United. I think we will win. Actually, I'm being quite confident from about halfway through the season that most games we would win. I don't want to get too overconfident because that's when the F-bombs start coming out live on TV, to be fair. But I'm expecting the team hasn't changed too much. So I'm expecting I'll go 3-1. I'm expecting a 3-1, to be fair. 3-0, 3-1.
Breaking news. Semi-final draw has been done. United will play Brighton should they get through Fulham in the semi-final. City play Sheffield United.
I did say they want nothing more. They want nothing but more than a Man United final, mate.
Yeah.
Now it's up to us to put it in place. You know what I mean? Second trip to Wembley, here we come. Let's hope so.
Speaking of Brighton, there's a player that I love the look of there, and that's Minotoma and Espinouian. I can't pronounce his name in the back as well.
To be honest, the Matoma one, I'm not sure if he's that good or if it's just
The system.
Yeah, and a flash in the pan as in he's coming, he's excited. See, come next season, it would be interesting to see if he can hold it. The Espinouian one, I had no idea who he was, to be fair, before maybe a couple of weeks ago, and it was just his name that I heard. I haven't seen him play. Obviously he's been a big part of what they've been doing this season. And fair play to the manager. Oh, I don't even know what that's not De Zerbi. What's his name? Whoever the manager is, he's come in, he's extended on what Potter did, and he's brought them. I mean, they're now in contention for a Champions League space, to be fair. MUFC's gone 3-0 Man United, and he wants a Sancho goal.
They actually put Grimsby to the start today. They beat him 5-0. And the Irish boy, Mr. Ferguson, got 2 of those. I'm actually excited to see him in an Irish shirt during the international break. He looks like he's a real goal scorer, the Evan Ferguson.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, I'm not sure he's somebody that we would be linked with. I would like to think that we've got other things to fry, bigger fish to fry. But fair play, I think Brighton, excellent coaching at the system at the moment, to be fair.
Pat Lawless is like the polar opposite of Brennan's bread, which is today's bread today. He's yesterday's news yesterday. We just spoke about that, Mr. Lawless. You're about 5 minutes too late, my friend. Michael Hill's also coming in with the information. And you were right, Mr. B. De Zerbi is the new manager. Well, he's the current manager of Brighton.
Very good job. But apparently he doesn't stay in jobs too well. I mean, let's be honest. He would do a really good job at Spurs.
Yeah. Actually, as we look here now at, I presume you're looking at the tunnel at the moment, Mr. B, are you? And the players kind of hugging and...
I've got a picture of Ferguson up, to be fair.
Okay, so it seems oddly I'm ahead of you again, so so we might have to do some synchronization.
All right, let me see if I can go to
Pat, if I was to call you Pat the Baker, you'd have to be so fresh it's famous. You're from Dublin, my friend.
All right, it can't be HD. It must be SD.
So Harry Maguire is walking out. Big Wig, Scott Max, Sabitzer, Wan-Bissaka, the Butcher, Sancho, and then bringing up the rear with the other mascot is Rashi McRasherson.
I think I need to go to 8th Street. No, it's still in the tunnel there. So it has to be SD. Right, it's SD. I've got it. So I've got somebody just doing big jump ups. Martinez is on the pitch. I've got to show the picture of him. Rashford's walking out with a small lady mascot.
Cool. I'm slightly ahead of you, so I'll be able to synchronize with you. But you're as close as you're going to get, I think. Just Mr. B, as you look at the view of Old Trafford there in the pitch, it kind of does make you sad that your girl has been treated so badly by the Glazer family, doesn't it?
It does, but if they'd looked after the stadium and done everything that we wanted them to do, we wouldn't be in this position now. So sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards. All right, we've been on a steady decline for 20 years, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? There is something that we can walk towards. Now, let's be honest. If we win 2 trophies, qualify for Champions League, they're gone. We get new investors in. This has been one of the best years of Manchester that we've had. Let's be honest. You know, they're no longer going to be here. You know, what do we do with the green and yellow? You know, the job's been done. So,
well, do you know what? Now, here's the smart thing that the kit manufacturer could do. Away kit next season, green and yellow.
Rebel, I said, I mean, we'll talk on a different stream, but we're talking about the head of Adidas becoming a member of.
He's the contracts guy,
right? At Old Trafford. Now, let's be honest. The fact that it's an Adidas guy makes a link. You think about all the supporters worldwide who don't buy Manchester United merchandise because of the Glazers. The day that they're out, Adidas probably won't be able to print enough shirts, get enough shirts made for the boom that's going to be happening. You know what I mean? And if they go green and gold, a marketing coup, mate, they're done. They're done.
I'd be buying that jersey. I'd be buying 2 of that jersey.
And that's my point, Rebel. That is my point. You've got Solo, who hasn't bought a shirt in 15 years. Yeah. You know he's definitely going to go. And even OMONDI, God bless him, who said you will never buy a shirt. I'll take him to JD Sports and we'll buy one together.
Yeah. Well, here, just make sure that you ring ahead because you'll need extra large for the 7-foot giant that is OMONDI too, man. Here, I just want to say hello to Eddie Football Waffle. Big up, big man. Keep on waffling, my friend. Keep on waffling. I presume that is Solo rocking around on the Man United agenda YouTube because other than me, I think he's the only other one that's logged into it. So it has to be him. So you've been outed. And of course, the big man, Stewie Marshall. Come on, United. 3-1, he's saying. Now, I'm looking at Anders looking at the centre spot. And he's just about to tip off. So let me know when he strokes the ball for you on Monday. Mr. B.
Right. I'm about 30 seconds behind you, I reckon, Rebel, because he's just looking at the ball now.
Lovely hurling.
Jesus Christ, those socks are long, aren't they? Like he's wearing bloody tights.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Kickoff is about to take place, I would assume. And we are... Come on. We are off. Let's go. We're off.
Lovely. So, starting off with a long ball inside. But, Mr. B, Fulham, they got destroyed last week. Leno was kind of memed to death. How quickly do you think is it important for us to get a shot in on them?
As early as possible, to be fair. 1, we're at home. And 2, let's test his confidence. I mean, if he does make that mistake, you know the crowd's going to be on him and his confidence is done.
Yes, indeed.
If he does make the save, and makes a good save, then all of a sudden his confidence is up and the team's confidence is up. But you've got to imagine that he's gonna be very, very busy for the first half, especially.
Is the modus operandi try to finish the job early and knock him out in the first round?
Yes, please. Get it done. Just get it done. Just on 90 minutes. I mean, look, we haven't got any games being played now, international break, but at the same time, you want the game done early, get it done. Finish it within the hour. So it's a corner.
Early chance for Fulham. Scotty McHad was called into service early.
Have they got Martinez marking Diop?
Looks like it, yeah. What the hell? No, they haven't. No, Rashi's on him and Sabitzer.
Okay.
Ball in. Cleared by Maguire. And yes, on Monday we will give Maguire credit when he does good things. By the way, those of you in the chat, please do let us know what you think of our snazzy new background. There will be other things happening, so keep an eye on developments. But this is our temporary setup for the moment. Our glorious... actually, it does kind of look a bit Arsenal-y with the Emirates FA Cup logo, doesn't it?
It's all right, we'll change that. Don't you worry about that, mate. We won't have it just looking bloody Arsenal-y.
Good save by De Gea there, actually. Jeez, Jup's a big boy, isn't he?
That's like what I was wondering.
Is that Reem? That's the other tall guy in the number 13.
Yeah. Another 6'2", 6'3" player.
Roberto's cousin Bill Baggio is in the chat as well. How are you, Bill? I'm looking at that Fulham squad, and I'm looking at Willian. Like, he's a true testament to the journeyman player, isn't he? We've seen a few of them over the seasons, but he's somebody that seems to always get picked up by someone that's willing to take a chance on him.
I mean, the thing is, he stank at Arsenal. He went away. You know, you thought he was finished. He had his break. Maybe he's realised what he missed. He's come back. I think he's been excellent for Fulham, to be fair. A real surprise package.
Bill says, he's my uncle, Rebel.
Cut out the cross.
A lot of space there for William to run into.
A lot more than you want, to be fair.
You can definitely see straight away that the stall that Fulham are sitting out is to up the tempo and trying to get stuck in our faces, isn't it?
Good. It's good. Let them have... I mean, they've played well, to be fair.
And interestingly, as I mentioned, Premier Sports is the Irish channel that's showing the match today. And it is actually the ITV Sports feed they're showing because they didn't even bother taking down the ITV Sports logo.
Come on, Harry. This bloody fucking thing.
So Maguire's after letting it out to Wan-Bissaka, and Williams after standing him up. There's definitely, yeah, you're right. There's a different twang to William this season.
Definitely.
Like, he has scored a few crackers over the years as well, William, in fairness to him.
Yeah, I tell you, he's a good player, but is he... Look, he's a Fulham player, Fulham standard player, and fair play to him. As long as he doesn't do a job to us, that's fine. Let's get ourselves going at the moment, though, man. Bit of a slow start by us, to be fair.
Yeah, like I suppose credit where it's due. I suppose we play more games than any other team, probably in Europe at this stage. this season. Michael Hill is saying bad start by us. He's not too happy with the tempo that we've set out at, and that
Agreed.
fair comment, yeah, that is for sure. But we are second half FC under Ten Hag. That
I know. I mean, it's not a drastic change like Tottenham. We're really crap in the first half and pick up in the second half, but you can tell he's able to get his point across more in the dressing room in that 15 minutes.
True. Bill is asking us, are Fulham the most likeable London club? Well, I have been to Craven Cottage back on a school tour years ago, and I tell you what, it's nice to walk into that historic stadium. I did enjoy it. It was Fulham versus Ipswich. Stevie Finnan was playing for Fulham, and Boa Marte, amongst other. Actually, I think even Louis Sa was there at the time, and Matthew Holland was playing for Ipswich.
Bloody hell, how long ago was that, Rebel?
22 years ago.
Let's say, when he said Matty Holland, that must have just a little while ago, man.
20 years ago, I suppose, yeah. Jesus.
It's just Pereira's run off McTominay.
Oh, and he's away. That is the one thing that I don't like in my central midfielders. I don't like them being slow. I like them to have some bit of a sprint pace.
Yeah, you need something. I'm not really happy about that, to be fair. They've started well. Fulham have started well.
Bill is saying he got lost when he's down in Fulham looking for a new car. Oh, Lord of mercy. I want to see Sancho get into the game early as well. Because he seems to be a confidence player, and if he gets
definitely agreed, 100%, Rebel, 100%, and maybe that's the mental side of it. To be fair,
Bruno, nice little idea there from Bruno, dinking the ball in. Andrew Williams, Scotty and Ari giving the ball away as per usual.
No comment. Absolutely no comment. Have you got Bruno on the floor?
I got Bruno on the floor. I'm just looking here. Oh, Williams' elbow went into the saw. That was nasty.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Here, no, I wouldn't get away with that in the GA pitch. If I did that to you, and we get away with a lot more contact than that, but I wouldn't get away with that. It's a Monday team. It's a Monday's team, Bill. Oh, that's Woodlands FC. I get you now. Yes. But we are looking at Bruno on the deck. So while that's happening, there's 11 EV in the chat. We've only seen 2 score predictions, Mr. B.
Yeah.
So come on, lads.
Maybe there's nerves. Come on, guys. Maybe there's nerves. I would like to hope not.
I'm not going to get into the slander, Bill. You can speak to Monday in the reaction show afterwards. I'm not getting the giant on my back. No bloody way. Andrew Williams is saying 2-0 to the good guys. The impossible dream and all those trophies. Interesting.
Close that gap.
We've won it all. We've won the lot. Yes. Paddy Lawless is also saying 2-0, and the ball has been kicked back to De Gea, and we're back underway.
Right on cue.
Shawberto Carlos. Player that started like he had something to prove. Do you notice that we seem to get the best out of Shaw when somebody new comes in because he's kind of threatened and he decides, I want to be a left back all of a sudden.
Yeah, which is really weird. But look, I do believe under Ten Hag that level's not going to drop now. He won't accept it. and the mentality that he's actually instilling in the club means that the other players won't accept it either. There's no game where he expects to lose. It's great. All right, we do lose, but he doesn't expect to lose. And he's not using the amount of games as an excuse. Send him. Go, Rashi.
Bill Badger saying 2-1 win to United. And he's also saying that score prediction is a jinx. So thanks very much there, Bill.
As soon as he said it, as soon as I saw it, I thought, that's not a Bill prediction. It's normally a loss or a draw.
Very un-Bill-like. It is 11 minutes and 22 seconds on our screens, approximately into the game. For those of you that are wondering where we are in proceedings, we are operating approximately 30 to 40 seconds behind the match clock in live play. We'll come to your question there in a second, Andrew. We just have Fulham powering forward. That was a nice little ball in, but well dealt with there by Manchester United.
Let's catch him on the counter now.
Nice ball into Big Weg. Come on.
Oh, come on, better.
Oh, no power.
Oh, man.
No, nothing on that.
Shit. I could have fucking done that. Look, what's that?
You need to put your laces through that there, Wiggy.
Jesus Christ, man.
That was nearly like a pace, wasn't it? Andrew's asking, do you think Marcus has gone off the boil compared to his form in January, Feb? To be fair,
he's tired. He could be fucking better. Bloody hell. He's played every game. Every game. No. I think it's not a bet. I think he just needs, you need a game off. And right now, Ten Hag ain't for resting nobody, boy.
And I think to be fair as well, regardless of who you are, you could be Haaland, you could be bloody Mbappe. You're not going to sustain that sort of scoring pace. He was on a crazy run. In fairness to him,
I still think he'll still bang. I still think he'll get another maybe 7 or 8 for the rest of the season. But yeah, oh God, he's doing.
Oh Lord of mercy. Shaw well covered against the ginger there.
Was that Shaw or Martinez that covered in there?
Oh, it was Martinez actually. Oh no, Martinez ended up on the deck. Sabitzer came across. It was Sabitzer was doing the coverage.
Well done.
And actually, that was a trip in the heels of Martinez. Looking at it there again.
Oh, Rebel. You're a bit I think that's clutching there, to be fair.
But and Andrew Williams and Bill are having a conversation. Zoe says Marcus is in fine form, and Andrew saying, yeah, even Haaland has a blip. So he's happy with our assessment of his performance. Yeah. Nice ball inside. Oh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous.
Christ.
Is Reem Scandinavian? He has the look of a Scandinavian about him.
I don't know, but that was a beautiful ball. But in all fairness, though, for a player to have got that, he would have had to go past 5 players. I think we had that organised, to be fair.
Actually, interestingly, just on a side note, bit of a tangent, the amount of teams from La Liga that we played this season, we actually wouldn't be bottom of the league at the moment there.
I think Sevilla are going to be a big test. I think that's one of the worst teams we could have got, to be fair. They know how to win, especially against us.
They have European pedigree. They literally own the Europa League.
Yeah, that's not the best draw we could have had, to be fair, Rebel.
True, very true. But then at this stage of the competition, is there any good draws in fairness?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Question from Bill Baggio, which we'll get to after this. Ball across from Fulham. Well cleared by the butcher, and then nodded on by Bruno.
Isn't that a foul? No, obviously not.
I worry about Shaw's clearances sometimes because
Play. Fucking hell. Is he giving a foul for Bruno?
he's given a foul against Bruno.
Let's have a look.
That's a bit of a nothing challenge. Like,
I think it's still a foul though.
there was about as much contact in that though as there was on the clip that he is Martinez. To be fair, the question from Bill though, as we wait for this free kick, barring Arsenal United, who are the other good centre back partnerships in the Prem?
See, Andrew Williams has got Saliba and Gabriel. To a certain extent, yeah. But I think the Shah, as I said, he's got Sheer Botman. I think that's the one that's probably impressed me the most, because that's the most surprising one for me. Obviously, us with Martinez, and I'm always going to think that's the best partnership going. But I do think Sheer and Botman have been pretty impressive.
And
Ref, he's fouled him.
Do you know he's after getting a book in there, and it looks like he's looking to kind of set tone, doesn't he, Pereira? He has a point to prove.
Yeah, it's good. As long as he doesn't make it too dirty, that's fine. Mr. Bassett, welcome, man.
And thanks very much for your congratulations of Ireland's Grand Slam victory over the old enemy, England. Come on!
I'm not an overall ball fan, to be fair. Rebel, that kind of went over. I knew it was on because I was at my clubhouse, but I'm not a rugby fan.
Oh, nice ball in, Bruno. Oh, nobody coming in, a bit closer to keeper, but
that's a poor ball, though.
Very true. Who else have we got in the building? Jeez, Bill's asking questions for days. He's saying, does Haaland score as many goals 10 years ago? No. I think the game was a lot tighter. And like Terry, Vidic, and a few more of these characters were around the centre back. Could you imagine what John Terry would do if he saw Haaland coming towards him?
I know. Don't. He wouldn't have kept going, to be fair. I think it's been a very timid start by us, to be fair, Rebel. This first 15-20 minutes. I think it's been not saying it's been all Fulham, but I don't think we've imposed ourselves on the game at all.
Do you know, you raised a great point, because I was just thinking there, if I was involved in TV production and we were putting up a highlights package at half time, I can't actually recall one element of play that's worthy of actually being put up in the footage.
Yeah. It's not a good look at the moment, to be fair.
So, on Monday, I hope you're taking plenty of notes, because at the moment, your reaction show is getting a bit thin. Let's... I wouldn't say Haaland is overrated, Andrew, to be fair. But I think he's a player that he just has so much talk about him at this stage. He's overrated from the perspective of fan yabber and jibber jabber. But he's one of the top 3 goal scorers in the world after Messi retires. Essentially, he's probably number 1 with Mbappe fighting him for it. So, definitely don't underrate the guy. But actually, here's an interesting one for you again as we look for this free kick to be set up. Rumours of an Mbappe, Osimhen, and Rashford front 3 next season.
I'm not even going to entertain. I'm not even going to. You know what the thing is? I want us to be taken over by the Qataris, yes, for their money, but I want our growth to be organic. Don't go out and buy Mbappe and whoever else is top of the world and whoever else. Get someone, as I said, you know me already. I want stars to be made at Old Trafford. I don't want us to buy stars. So I still want it to be a bit organic, to be fair. I don't want us to go out there and spend 600 million Oh, I say that now. I say that now in it, Rebel. And then we go out there and buy Mbappe and whoever else. And I've got Mbappe. I've got 7 shirts in my hand. You know what I mean? But I want it to be a bit more organic. I love the way that our team has grown with Ten Hag this season. I mean, nobody was expecting us to be how we are. So that's more, you know, the Martinez's. He came as a nobody, technically nobody to us as United fans, and we've realised that
So
we could have world class.
Maguire's just after getting booked, and what he done actually looked like it was more akin to a rugby tackle than it belonged in this match. He's now suspended for the semi-final. Sorry for interrupting you.
You've got all of that information up already, Rebel. Wow. Look, as I said, I can't sit here and say it's a great loss, but look, he just has to keep his head. As long as he keeps his head for the game, it's fine. You get yourself gonna go out. Okay.
And just to finish the striker point, I'm on Sesko. I think he's a young man that can be moulded.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I think
Of everything else that's out of everything else that's out there, yeah.
Give us, if we have to spend big, give us the stars in the midfield, but give me Sesko up top because he's someone that Ten Hag could turn into Haaland.
Okay.
And just on the yellow card, it was in fact, I think it was it Bill or Andrew actually gave me that bit of information, so I'm going to have to credit them for that. Question for
Bill
you,
wants his striker to score. Yeah, go on.
Question for you. I did hear Mini B in the background a while ago. If Mbappe was to sign, is that the guy that he wants on the jersey?
No, he's going to keep Rashford on his journey. I'm not having him have no hurry come up now. Hurry come up. I say that like I wouldn't take Mbappe at Old Trafford. To be honest, I think Mbappe shirts the shirt sales will go through the roof. I'll probably have to get him 2. It'll probably have to be a double bubble, to be fair.
Oh!
See, Veggie again. Should he have scored?
Give us another look.
Should he have scored? I don't know, man.
Is he off? No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't off. That's good defending, to be fair, but I don't know. Yeah, it's good defending.
Bazuna, the Irish keeper, he's decent. I'm not sure if he's
Is that
Premier
the one
League.
for Man City?
Yeah, the City keeper that's at Southampton at the moment. He probably would be cheap enough to get, actually.
Well
Southampton
done,
go
Bruno.
down. Oh, nice cut out there by Wiggy's twin, Scott McTominay. I'm just looking at that chance for Wiggy again. Should he have got a big boot on it and tried to deflect it towards the goal?
Yeah, I think he was too passive. He didn't want to score enough. Jump on the defender's back and do something. He's just, I just thought he was a bit too timid, man.
Yes, indeed. At the moment, it looks like the pace that United are playing at is playing into Fulham's hands.
Definitely.
Sleep to perform. Is that Harry Maguire's motto? Sorry, Monday. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Oh! Licha, lucky boy. I think Mitra played for that, in fairness.
He did, but you know what? It could still have been.
Nah, there was nothing in that. That was
No, definitely not. Definitely not. He felt contact and his arms did the rest. No, definitely not. No, definitely not.
What's Bruno bitching about? Stop trying to ref the game, Bruno.
Probably saying he should have been booked.
You see, the problem with that is, right? Bruno, you're not wearing the captain's armband today. Harry is.
Yeah, but you know what? I still think you need. I said I'm not taking nothing away from Bruno. He's I love him. I think he's great for us. So
That's not what I'm getting at. I mean, from the perspective of the referee, if you're chatting at him and you're not the captain, it's in his right
yeah,
to.
but would he? See, the thing is that's his nature. He doesn't
Yeah,
do it because he's captain. It's just what he does. I would be more pissed off if he wasn't carrying on as normal. He doesn't see the captain's armband as something that changes him as a player. He's still that little miserable shit that's going to be bitching and moaning in your ear, even if he doesn't have the
true.
captain's armband. The thing is now, obviously, the ref will be calling the captain to say, Andrew Williams saying Mitrovic should have been booked for that excessive. I mean, he did get a touch, but yeah, the theatrics were a bit much, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Michael Hill as well is asking about Evan Ferguson. Look, I think he needs to stay upright in for another season and continue his development. If he was to come to somebody the size of United, he would be the sub striker, and I think it would stunt him going forward. So I want to see him staying away from any of the big clubs for at least a season or two. Ball forward, Rashford well cut out there by the Fulham wing back. I have to say that's a great name, Tete. Oh. But definitely Fulham will be happy with this tempo. They're being let played at their range of football.
Yeah, definitely.
Andrew, just as you mentioned Gabriel Jesus, he's currently having to fight with Trossard to get back into the team. Good player, but yeah, I see what you're saying. "27 minutes gone, and I cannot remember us actually properly testing Leno."
It's been a very, 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 very lackluster first half.
Very true. And now a break here for Fulham. Do you know, it's a good... Actually, would you take Mitrovic as your sub-striker next year?
No, we had this conversation at the beginning of the season and I lost my mind then and I would lose it again. There's absolutely no chance of having him anywhere near. I'd rather keep Martial.
Yeah, fair point. I just said I'd throw it out there as he came up on the pitch.
Throw that foot in the bin, Rebel. Throw that foot in the bin.
And guess who's in the building? It is Football Power Hour. Hardwiggy keeps clapping for chances he's missing. Yeah, Football Power Hour.
Oh, great touch. Well done.
It's all in the mind. Do you want to answer this by summing up what's going on in the game, Mr. B?
Absolutely nothing. I would say this has been a very, very non-eventful first 28 minutes and 29 minutes, to be fair. I don't think we've got going, which is fine. I don't think Fulham have been... They started maybe the first 10 minutes in regards to pushing forward and trying to exert themselves, but I don't think anything... Oh, look, sort of Anthony's warming up there. I don't think they've done anything. I do expect an improvement from us in the second half. We've got a lot of players who have been really, really quiet.
Actually, I noticed not only was Anthony whispered in to put on the warm-up bib, Dallo was as well.
I said, he's never going to make us sub at half-time, but he's watching things to see, because Fulham haven't shown us too much, to be fair. If anything at all, I say too much, thinking, But
I wonder if it's thinking that he wants to see us press into their side a bit more, because we have allowed them kind of to come out of their half and kind of...
to the halfway line, really, innit?
Yeah. And like they're under relatively little pressure in that they even have only 3 people back out of their back 4. I would be interested to see how Anthony develops now after getting a season under his belt. Will he be that monster next season that we expect him to be? Because he has shown glimpses to us.
I think he's going to be great. I'll be honest. I think Anthony's going to be great. I don't moan at his numbers this season. It's his first season. You would like them to hit the ground running, but he's done okay. All right, it's only 3 Prem goals, but what's he scored all season? I mean, we said if you come in first season, regardless of what he costs, if he can hit, 15 goals in everything, all competition this season, I'll accept that. Maybe he's not even close to that at the moment, to be fair, but
not to mention he winds up opposing fans, so that's a plus in my book already.
exactly. Here we go. It is Andrew Williams is in. It's not about the adaptability for me. Let's see what that last message was before this thing comes up. He's just one-footed. Yeah, I mean, you could be one-footed, but you could have a great 1 foot. I mean, look, I said I'm not. I still think there's place to go. 15 goals, but no assists. So what are you taking? 15 assists and no goals, Andrew, or half and half?
And wasn't Ed Hazard the one-footed merchant as well, and he did all right.
Yeah, I suppose, but I don't think you can compare Anthony to Hazard at the moment, especially at the moment. To be fair,
I'm only going at it from the point of view of being one-footed. And Rashford here through on goal. Leno made himself big there, nicely done.
I think that was a bad first touch by Rashford. To be fair, took him too far. But let's take the corner.
And as we're 30 minutes in, it's time for the Scotty McTominay juice. Iron Brew. Yeah,
bad first touch.
Nicely played by Sabitzer, though. Kind of unlocked him, but as you said, heavy touch, and it kind of allowed Leno to shorten the.
Oh, it wasn't a corner.
It must have came back off Rashi.
Yeah.
32 minutes gone. Still no real clear-cut chances for Manchester United.
No. But then there's been no clear-cut chances for Fulham either, although there shouldn't really be if we're playing at home. But it seems like we're playing within ourselves. There's so much more gears for us to go. I don't even think we've hit first, to be fair.
Very true. We definitely have been playing at a more pedantic pace. But again, as we have a break in play, let's just say that that ball was out of play.
And they'll say it's not all the way out now, innit? They'll say it wasn't all the way out. There was still the shadow covering the line or some nonsense.
Yeah, actually, that was an interesting conversation I was having with someone. And apparently it's going to be something we want to look at next year, is to standardise the actual angle of the camera that is going to be deciding whether a ball is in or out, because it's very dependent on if you're at Old Trafford, the angle of the camera looking at the out of play could be at a different angle to, say, where it is at the Emirates.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Good luck to that.
So you're never getting a consistent, line.
Yeah, I hear that. But then they're going to have the cameras above the lines the whole way around every single pitch then, no?
What I'd be doing is, I'd be sticking one literally looking down the line from the goal. Yeah. But then you'll say, how do you protect it from the football?
Yeah, and the people in front of it as well. Look, they'll work it out, Rebel. They'll work it out. It's above our pay grade, mate.
Very true. Very true. But Manchester United is still looking to unlock this Fulham system. But though, you'd wonder though, is this the type of game, if we got our noses in front, that it would force Fulham to come out a bit, and that would open them up to us?
Yeah, but we need to score first, and the way that we're playing at the moment, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, to be honest. We just seem to be, I'm not saying it's no midfield, but I don't know.
Wan-Bissaka.
Deliver.
Well recovered. Come on now. Give us a good ball. Oh, poor from us there. Wasted chance.
Fucking hell.
Don't know why they can't chip in the ball. Oh, and have the computer plotting the pitch. Fair point.
Balls will cost them too much money.
True. Plus, they probably have to put in stuff for sensors in the ground to actually kind of have it in proximity to passing a certain sensor, wouldn't they?
This has been a great first half, has it? 35 minutes and nothing's happened.
I tell you what, if this game was late, I'd probably be sitting here getting my pillow and falling asleep because there's been nothing happening.
It's been so quiet.
Here, at this rate, Monday, just forget the first half of the reaction show. There's nothing to talk about. Oh, Lord. What a quick break here now from United. Come on, Sancho. Take him on. Oh, that's Bruno, sorry.
Deliver.
It's weird seeing Bruno pop up on the wings. I don't like it. I
don't mind it. I don't mind him there, to be fair. He's normally got a pretty good delivery. That delivery wasn't too bad. Yeah, I don't mind him there. It's the left side that I don't want him on. It's the left-hand side of the pitch that I worry when he's on.
True. Oh, and young man here now is going with his thumb in his mouth. He's looking angrily at Harry Maguire saying, "Do better, son." Oh, that was a chance. That was a chance.
Was it off the post?
I think it was cleared off the line. We get another look at it shortly, I'd imagine.
Oh, my God.
That was a chance that we should have done better with. But those in the chat, we see that Manchester United are kind of fairly standardised in terms of our lineup. If Ten Hag had options, say if he'd bought in 5-6 players that fitted his system, do you think that he'd actually still stick with his starting 11 the way he has been, or would he actually rotate more? Because our Dutch correspondent that we haven't seen in a while does say that he does not like to rotate.
I think it's a strength thing, to be fair. I'll be honest. I think he doesn't trust the players behind them. Once he trusts them and they've earned their right to be there, then they'll be playing. He'll have the opportunity to roll them. Let's get this tackling. Well done, Bruno.
And he gets his free as well. Well done, son.
Alini's losing his mind.
Here,
he's asking about Garnacho. He's out. Season's done.
Yeah,
Garnacho season finished. His ligament damage.
I think the thought initially that they might get him back for the last couple of games, but it doesn't look likely. And I wouldn't be risking him, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Do you know, though, the one thing, though, that is annoying? It means the Spanish now still have a chance to whisper in his ear.
Yeah, but I think he's got full commitment to the Argentina squad. I was thinking that, to be fair, Rebel. Send him. Oh.
Okay, here's the break. Licha facing well. Oh, yes, Licha! Get in, son!
Nice and easy. Well done. Oh, fucking hell. He's been so poor.
That's about the only thing that got me awake during the time.
We've been so poor, man.
Here, give the bald head there behind you a stroke and just rub his head. Maybe the genie might let something happen in the second half.
Power of the mind. Yeah, we haven't been good this half. I mean, could this compare with one of the worst first halves we've had this season?
Like, I put it this way. If we were facing City in this round of the Cup, I'd be very, very worried about what the scoreline would be about at this stage. Because we've started too slow. Even chance here. Oh, that was a nice little shot from Sabitzer.
Took it out of his feet well to get it on target.
First real chance that you said. Actually, he did very well to get a shot off there.
Yeah. I like him. I really like Sabitzer, man.
And apparently, he's kind of already whispered to Munich, send me to these lads.
Yeah, he wants to stay.
I love him.
So would I, especially for the price as well.
Nice ball.
Great reverse pass.
Held up though well. Nice organised defence from Fulham. Sabitzer, ball across. Unlucky.
Oh! It went just behind Marcus.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Andy Williams doesn't like Sabitzer.
Ooh,
Interesting.
Really? Okay.
Elaborate?
That's the word. That's just the word I was looking for, Rebel. Please. That's just the word I was looking for.
We do need something to talk about at halftime, so might as well be Sabitzer. Because I got nothing from this first half.
Wow,
Nothing.
it is. Yeah, it has really been a quiet one, man.
What is Sabitzer good at?
Really?
That's what he
I
said.
think he's very good at his passing, strong in his tackle. And his shooting doesn't seem to be too wayward, to be fair. Whether that's enough to make him a Man United player or not, I take it. I would take that. I would understand that, but I think everything he does is better than Scott. My opinion.
I think he, as a bench player, he would be a far superior option coming off bench than what we got.
Yeah, the gap would be closer to our first team players.
Yeah.
But again, Mr. Williams, this is just our point of view. I said I know you don't rate him at all by the sounds of things.
I would be interested though when Ericsson comes back from his injury. Will he have lost a step? I know he's not pacey.
I don't think so. I think we've missed Ericsson so much.
We definitely missed him.
So much.
And I wonder, is that part of the reasons Casa has been a bit more reckless? Is it because he hasn't had Ericsson next to him?
When he's got Fred and realizes that he needs to do a lot more. Don't foul him, Scott. We're done.
That I hate when those ping pong balls go into the box.
God.
Face him up now, Licha.
I get it. I get it. I have to hold up my hands and accept that one. I get that one.
Actually, I saw an interesting piece, and we might talk about it at half time. Is apparently that Axel Turnzabi's going to be offered a new contract.
I did hear that, which seems very weird considering he hasn't had a kick. But
maybe he's a player been fit that kind of fits the Ten Hag system. Maybe he has him working on stuff and saying, "Look, you didn't get to go this year, but next season, son, you'll be looking."
It could be. Would he be a better option than Lindelof? Better option than Maguire as third choice? Well, I would say he might be better than Lindelof. I'm not sure. As much as Maguire's got his limitations, the fun thing to Turnzabi has is pace to kill. That's the one thing that he does have. But I still think as a defender, which you probably expect because Maguire's an international, I think Maguire's still a better defender.
Well, the rumours is that we're going to get £31 million for Lindelof, so it could be the
How
fourth.
much?
31 million. 31.
31 from
31.
who?
Inter.
31 million.
Yep.
Rupees, it must be.
No, pound sterling. Apparently, the Italian depend.
If they can get that for Lindelof, mate, Dave. Well, fair play to him.
And apparently, Jose wants Maguire.
Yeah, I did hear that, but I can't see that. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, yeah. They haven't fully paid us for Lukaku yet. That is a good point, Andy Williams. And a lackluster shot is probably what we're going to be watching to see how this half.
It's been a very, 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 very. Does this go to replay? Is this an extra time game? Or is this a straight replay? Straight penalties?
Straight pins, isn't it?
long
No,
as it
there is extra time. Actually, there is extra time, I think.
okay.
But it has to be resolved today. There's no replays.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that, to be fair, but this is
Actually, I was talking about this as well with somebody, and apparently the fixture makers are praying for Manchester United to get knocked out of something because they're having a nightmare trying to sort out
we can't
where
fit
to
him in. There's no space. There's no
Yeah.
space for us. I know, it's crazy. We know what'll happen in it. We'll play a Sunday, Monday, or a Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday, something like that, to get him out, and then we'll play the Sunday afterwards. So there'll be like a 2-day break somewhere, just like they fucked us last season with the congestion. We'll get done again.
Mhm. Like interestingly, Zoe saying there'll be a double hat. Oh, chance late. That was
1-0.
Scotty. Why did it have to be Scotty?
I'm wondering if Sancho really had to pass the ball back to him.
He didn't. Even though the angle was a bit meh.
Yeah.
Okay, Shawberto, give us a good delivery here now. Work the keeper.
No comment, Williams, because that definitely didn't come from me, boy.
That's a Monday's juju. Definitely a Monday's juju. And that is the half, Mr. B.
Okay, well, boy, that's 45 minutes of my life I'm not going to get back, Rebel.
I'm sitting here and kind of going, okay, what happened in this game? And I'm trying to get some mental recall on what happened, and it's nothing. It's blank.
Nothing. Not a thing.
So those in the chat, come at us, give us something to talk about. Because I got nada.
Very, 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 very boring first half. I mean, how do you sum up that? I mean, what changes is he going to be making for the second half?
Bellagio, what a bore off. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at our bench, because I know Fred the Red is on the bench as opposed to the Brazilian that doesn't have his Brazilian passport from time to time.
Difficult game. Difficult.
So on the bench, Mr. B, our options are obviously Anthony and Dallo. We have Alangi, Freddie, Lindelof won't be coming on. Menu. So basically, attacking wise, our options are Palestri, Dallo, and Anthony. Kind of get at him, and Malassi actually is on the bench as well.
Well, I'm going to assume that it'll be Weghorst coming off, if anybody's going to come off. He's not taking Rashford off. Has Weghorst done more than Sancho? Maybe not. It's going to be a weird one. It's going to be interesting to see if. I don't think he's going to make any subs at halftime. To be fair, I think he'll keep it the same, but he'll probably have to stick a rocket up their arse, because this is. I'm not saying we don't want it to go. We'll rather take the win. You know what, they're going to be getting tied on international duty. That's not United's problem, to be fair.
So here's one that could happen. Rash get pushed up top. Sancho switches to the left, and Palestri comes on to the right.
Yeah, I would play that. I wouldn't have, to be honest, I wouldn't have a problem playing that. The only thing is, obviously, with the Rashford situation, he's not going to hold up the ball like Weghorst, and to a certain extent, he's not that pressing monster. He's not interested in making that press.
True. Here's an interesting one from Emma K. Maguire on a yellow. Surely Lindelof will come on for him at some point.
No, I you know what? To be fair, I don't think so. I think he'll trust him to play the game right. I don't think he'd even be contemplating bringing Lindelof on. Look, Maguire's a sensible lad. You know, we think he is. Now, look, let's be honest. He would know what he can and can't do to avoid that yellow card. So, no, I think he stays and plays the whole game, to be fair.
True. And in fairness to him, we do criticise him for some of his play, but one thing that I've never seen him do really is pick up a second yellow. Like, normally, if he ever gets sent off, it's probably going to be a straight red more than 2 yellows. And I don't actually recall too many of those either, to be fair to the man.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Zoe's predictions are Weggy for Palestri, Freddie for McTominay, and Lindelof for Maguire. And Michael Hill. Ooh. Mr. B, this is one's yours.
Already so early? I mean, the thing is, Sancho's done nothing, but I would still keep him on the pitch. Maybe give him or Weghorst that 15 minutes, and that'll be whichever one of them perform better in the next 15 minutes. But I'd be keeping Sancho on and taking Weghorst off. But I said it goes your way and we win the game, then who's going to be arguing, to be fair? But it's good that we've actually got that option rather than we thinking, oh shit, we ain't got nothing to do. We'll see.
McKay is saying Maguire's holding Mitro too much. Literally, what I got the yellow for, doesn't trust him, and this ref has been given free kicks that weren't free kicks. So she's kind of saying, look,
okay,
yeah, the ref is a bit finicky. Oh, Michael Hill, you're a bad man. A cold at the end of the day, like. What's he doing here, like? Let him have 2 weeks off.
Oh Lord!
Jeez, could you imagine if Roy Keane was? You're sitting there and you're telling Roy Keane, who's your club captain, "Sorry, Roy, I can't play today. I've got a cold."
Break your bloody neck. Break your bloody neck.
Oh yes. Zoe's saying, I don't know about that one though. Bruno off and Sancho through the middle. I don't know about that one.
Wow. No, I'm not doing that. Zoe, I'm not doing that. I know you're heartless when you're ready, but I'm not doing that one.
Here, I'd say Zoe's got her Harry Maguire voodoo doll and is about to sacrifice into the gods.
God.
Interestingly, right? Obviously, those of you in the comments can't hear what's going on unless you have your TVs on. But one of the first highlights that the studio panel have brought online is Fulham crosses. Have we been fortunate that they've been a bit timid in their crossing?
Is that how Fulham play? Is that Fulham's ammo? Because as I said, I don't watch Fulham, to be fair. So I don't know if it's a thing where they've been cutting out the crosses, and if that's their system, the system that they play normally, and they haven't been able to do it. Maybe we've done enough to limit that, and maybe that's something why we're not playing our normal fluid game. But I said we got to agree with Andrew there. That was been pretty rubbish, to be fair.
Kylian Mbappe, future Manchester United signing, saying McTominay off for Fred. So, do you know what? I'm starting to think that Solo has a number of accounts that he's trolling us on here.
Oh, Rebel, man, Rebel. You're a funny guy.
Football power all the way from Amiri K saying, we need more depth. Eric Ten Hag can't work miracles with these guys. Andrews continuing to call Woot rubbish. Zoe saying, Weghorst and McTominay are similar type players, yet one plays forward and the other in midfield. All they do is run around and not else. Oh, the scandal,
Wow,
the scandal.
Wow.
Just like to say at this juncture that the Man United agenda is completely impartial and just shares the comments of our viewers and may not agree, but sometimes could, without admitting it, agree with the sentiment of the viewership. Emma K talking to Andrew. Bill is saying hello to the Power Hour, and Power Hour saying it's afternoon to Bill. So Manchester United are 45 minutes away from another semi-final game. We have an international break coming up, and I'm just wondering, given that the World Cup, Mr. B, was in December and just disrupted the season so much, should international football have been shelved till the summer?
Well, they wouldn't have shelved it just because they've got World Cup qualifiers or nations qualifiers or whatever nonsense qualifiers it is, but they were never going to shelve. They were never going to shelve them. The only hope we have, to be fair, Rebel, is that none of our key players are injured or get injured on international duty. I mean, the way Rashford's played at the moment, he's going to play both games. I would love him just to play one. You know, play the first one and rest him for the whole of the second one. Maybe send him home, but he's not going to do that. He's going to flog these players to death because I said his thing is, you know, they're not they're club players. You know what I mean? But
thing is, though, on the counterpoint to that, Mr. B, Waistcoat doesn't like Rashford. He doesn't use Rashford.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so then. But the Rashford form at the moment dictates that he has to play. Sterling hasn't been called into the squad. Who else plays on that side for England? Nobody. Rashford's going to play. Rashford's going to play. Probably start both games. Whether or not he finishes both games is another issue. But I'm expecting him to start both games.
On form, should the front three be Rashford, Saka, and Kane?
Yeah. I don't think you can argue with that. To be fair, I don't think you can argue with that. Play it. Yeah.
And then maybe Ivan Toney gets a look in at some point as well.
He's going to go. I mean, I said the thing is for both England and Spurs, if you're that second striker, you're virtually unemployed because Kane plays every game, every single minute of every single game. So when do you play? That's probably why Richarlison's losing his shit at Spurs. He just wants to bloody play. You know what I mean? It's all well and good picking up 150 grand a week, but if your love is to play football, the money doesn't make no difference. You know what I mean? So I suppose it does help a little bit, to be fair, but you want to play football, you know?
I'll be honest with you, I don't fancy Richarlison. If I was sitting now in Spurs cabinet and I'm Dan Levy, I'm thinking, all right, who can I get 100 million off of for Kane? And I go down to Brentford, offer them 50 million for Tony, and throw in Richarlison into the deal and get him off my books.
Wow. Okay. I said I'm not a Richarlison fan. I think it's the aggression he's got. I do like that, but I'm not a Richarlison fan, to be fair, Rebel.
True.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back.
No worries. So for the remainder of this halftime interval, you get me, the rebel head. So Spurs, you're saying Andy needs a keeper. Zoe, you're saying let Harry Kane sign for Newcastle. Here's the thing, though, Zoe. They've got Wilson and Isaac at Newcastle. Do they actually go for a striker, or do they look to improve other areas of their pitch? Because they do have quite a number of options up top. No, Harry Kane did play for Newcastle on loan, I think, way back when, didn't he? Was it Newcastle? Where was he on loan? Can't remember. But Mbappe saying, can't understand why we sent McNeil on loan. Yeah, but I suppose, if his opportunities to get on pitch were going to be limited, if he was sitting there, he probably wouldn't be getting the game time anyway, maybe under Ten Hag. So I suppose better on loan and playing than just being a depth player on a bench that's not used. Norwich and Leicester. Thanks very much, Andy and MUFC. Much appreciated for the dig out on that. Matty Bassett, how have we been playing against Fulham? Let me sum it up by saying this. We have been playing so poorly that we've been doing anything but talk about the first half. There's absolutely zero to be mentioned here on the first half of Manchester United versus Fulham. It has been quite a drab affair thus far. The ball, the Lions was even striking the head of Eric Ten Hag in order to kind of influence him some bit. And I do see someone in the chat, Mr. Glenn James Allen. He does furnish a little bit of a product here called a mug. If you want to know how to get your own, please do get in touch with him. I got Leech on mine, so give Glenn a shout if you would like a mug, and he will tell you how to order. Matthew Bath, we're that bad. It's been kind of the case, Matthew, that we haven't really tested the keeper. There was one kind of shot and anger from Sabitzer. Fulham have kind of had the opportunity to kind of do what they wanted. Bill Dadjo, Rebels been good. Mr. Bin. What the heck? Oh, I love it. Andy Williams is saying you're disappointed with Sancho than anyone else. And yes, indeed, do keep an eye out for that. There will be a shop shortly. Now, it's Fred is going to come on and save us. Mr. Broccoli, get ready. Oh, HD Gamer, you're a bad man. You're a very bad man. You're muted, Mr. B.
At the moment, I don't care who comes on and saves it, but the second half there has to be a mental improvement as well as a physical improvement, because we haven't been at it. We haven't been at it, to be fair.
Indeed, indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me briefly, I need to take a comfort break, so I'll be back shortly.
You go and do that, my friend. You go and do that, my friend. Guys in the chat, there is 11 of you. What changes are we making for the second half? Are we making them at half time? Are we giving people a time to rest in and bed into what Ten Hag's told them? Yep. So it looks like Fred's on. I'm gonna hope that he's on for Scott and not Sabitzer, but we'll see. Let's see who he's on for. Matty McFace. You're a funny guy. There's absolutely no chance in hell, Mr. Gamer. There's absolutely no chance in hell of that. I've learnt my lesson. I will not be betting on Fred to be doing anything great again. And if it is, it'll be I would rather take a monetary bet than have to go through the whole of that broccoli eating again, to be fair. Taking Anthony on for Sancho, I would have done that as well, to be fair. But we'll give him time. We'll give him 15 minutes, I'm going to assume, and then the changes will be made. But I'm expecting a better half this half. Oh, God.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back. Just on time.
Yes, indeed. We do need to kickstart this. Do you know what? When the commentator name came up there, I thought that said Sam Matterface. I was like, what? Oh, Lord have mercy. Any changes at halftime? I don't believe so.
No.
That was UK strains. Andy Williams is saying, if anyone wants a good laugh, go to the hype there and listen to Tony Puris's radio commentary in the first half of Southampton Spurs. He makes the same point about 28 times. I'll bookmark that for my nighttime podcast viewing. Oh, that's...
Come on.
Do you know what? We've now done the same as the change in sides in the in the game. We swapped
Oh,
ends.
oh shit! I didn't even realize. Come on, United.
Yes. One of the greatest names in our YouTube family, Matty McMatfitz.
Love it. Love it.
There's a few names that absolutely give me giggles when they come on. That the long fella makes me laugh as well.
Oh, long schlong.
Yeah. I was leaving that part out. Fair play to you.
Oh, sorry, Rebel.
Lads.
Turn him. Don't no turn.
Jesus Christ.
Oh! Save. Willian. Back heel. Also save. I don't think it was going in anyway, to be fair.
That's actually a carbon copy of the save from the first half.
Yeah.
And I've just learned a lesson. Carbonated drinks and shakers don't mix.
And what are shakers? Milkshake.
Things.
I have. Oh, your Wraith drink.
Well, it's not got Wraith in it at the moment.
McTominay's holding his head.
Did he get a bop? Bruno's going out to him, kind of going, "Do we need to call attention here?"
Come on, corner to Fulham.
Bit of an overhead corner there from Pereira. Willian! Woo! Yeesh. And Mr. B, seeing as you did mention rate, FTSN22 on rate.com will get you a 10% discount.
Right on cue. Oh, that's a save.
Worldly from Dave, says Andy Williams. And there it is. Another one of the great names in our YouTube family, Stumpy Candletop. Pereira will do his part trick.
No, it's not pre-season, Stumpy. It's not pre-season.
So at the moment, your reaction shows #David saves.
In it, God Almighty. Come on, Pereira. Waste of time.
Oh lordy!
All right, corner
Ball
to Fulham.
inside. Oh Lord of fucking mercy!
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Mitra, son of a...
Oh man! Corner played in. Was he unmarked at the far post, Rebel? Rashford's on the floor.
Ten Hag is looking at for something. What's going on here? Let's have another look at this. Did Rashford get done off the ball?
No, he did. You know what? He ran into the. It looks like he ran into a player more than look.
He ran into one of our own players, actually.
Yeah. Oh shit, man!
Sabitzer was caught behind two Fulham players. Shaw.
Sake!
What was Shaw at there?
Fucking hell, man! Fucking full of shit, man.
Yeah. Not happy with that one, Bill.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. He got caught in a kind of a sandwich between Ream, Tete, and Maguire. Is what happened to Rashford there. Andy Williams saying Shaw lost him. Amateur football or is in the building to have a sneaky giggle. Right, Ten Hag, it's your move.
Come on, earn your money.
Rashid looks to be a bit out of sorts there in the walk as he kind of trundles back to the half.
Yeah. Let's hope that's nothing serious, but maybe serious enough to keep him out of the fucking the England.
Let's hope.
Come on, United, man, dig in now.
Do you know though, the dangerous thing here is that will allow Fulham to actually even retreat even more. It'll be harder to break down.
So it's not like we were creating in the first place. Ref, he pushed him in his back.
And you know what? The thing is, he probably didn't need to because he probably had him for pace.
Yeah.
All banter aside, says Amateur Football, you guys are the most hard-working Man United YouTube channel I know. Cheers, buddy. Much appreciated.
Doesn't help with our bloody scoring though, does it?
So what's the move now at this stage to unlock it? Stewie Marshall, wake up for F's sake, United.
Our midfield's been dead.
Yeah. Long ball over the top, Weghorst. Head. He actually uses his head. Holy shit!
Bang! Go! Oh! Oh! Rebel said he used his head. Holy shit!
Oh, Lord of mercy. Stewie's saying, get Anthony and Fred on. It's time to get resilient. So, Leno here would... Oh! Leno falls in his arse there with the kick out. But United's quality of ball. Come on, lads. Weghorst onto Sancho. Sancho beat him. Lovely ball. Going nowhere into bloody traffic.
Oh.
And Willian now's on a break. He's got 3 options in front of him. Lord of mercy. Come on, United, wake up. Pereira. Getting all the time in the world on the ball. Poor quality ball, thankfully. This hasn't been great thus far.
No, it hasn't. There, see, we stop. Play quickly.
Jeez, that ball was never getting to Rashi. There was no pace in it. That was a dead ball.
Yeah, they're winning the 50-50s as well now.
Andy's saying, United look knackered, didn't rotate enough in Jan Feb, and we're paying for it now. Anthony's coming on. Ten Hag's giving him the instructions here on the sideline. So we will see a change in pace. I want to see Anthony running at them. We need to start running at them.
Definitely.
Who's coming off? What's the call? You're muted, I think, again, Mr. B. Your sound went for a second.
Yes, right, yeah. I'm taking off. As much as it bears me, I'll be taking off Sancho.
Interesting point from UK Strange. Casemiro and Eriksen absence is killing us.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
Do you know, all season what I've been kind of impressed with was the tempo that we've played at.
We've been so slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been so slow. Even with Martinez playing, I think he's realised that we needed Martinez playing from the back to speed the tempo, because when Lindelof and Maguire play, but we've been slow today.
Yeah.
That's the foul.
That's a lazy tackle from Bruno. Lazy tackle. Good. And there's a bit of a loving going on between Bill Badger and Bassett, talking about who's bringing the kebabs home. So here, don't forget about your favourite host in the United Agenda. If you want to buy us a kebab, by all means.
Uber it to Ireland, yeah?
Uber to Ireland, yeah. Oh Lord! Or I can give him the name of a local kebab shop. They can just order it for me.
Oh God!
UK Strains is saying Bruno's getting frustrated. Harry Maguire knows he's on the way out of the team. It's all over the place at the moment. Ooh, interesting. Scotty McTominay's off for Anthony. Okay, what's going on here?
He's gone attacking. He needs to score. So he's going to move.
Sancho's going central and Bruno's going deep.
Yeah, that's what I'll be playing, yeah. Okay. Trust Bruno not to be giving the ball away in there now. Okay,
Anthony's running. Okay. Do you notice there, the minute Anthony came on, the pace of the ball got quicker.
Yeah, because they know he's going to run down the line now. Sancho probably wasn't. You tend to know what your plays. Okay. Oh, did he kick out of it?
I thought Anthony actually got the ball off the Fulham player before it went dead, but okay. Okay, come on.
Come on, man.
UK Stranger saying Palestri for Rashi. Oh, interesting.
No, we need to win the game. Rashford's a goal scorer. I don't think that's happening.
Come on, United, wake up. We need to start working Leno. We still haven't really had what I would call a dangerous shot in him. We've had the Sabitzer one, but that was comfortable for any keeper. Anthony, give him an option, lad. He can't do it on his bloody own. Jesus Christ. Nobody's showing for the ball. Mr. B, I can see, is currently looking to kill a man.
Do you know what? You just look at it and you think this isn't what you expected to be happening today. I mean, Fulham. The thing is, Fulham haven't been great. Let's be honest. Fulham haven't been great.
Actually, just to complete another side note, they showed a side shot of the Fulham manager there, and he reminds you actually of the United Community Channel Jack a bit from the side. Oh,
come on, let's get the Bruno
corner.
Oh, okay.
You're about to slander, man.
I was Rebel. I'm not gonna lie, mate.
I could tell. I was like, no, it's corner. It's okay. It wasn't Bruno's fault. but that corner was shocking from Bruno. That was horrible. The consensus in chat is by Stuart Marshall. Maguire, McTominay are finished at United, and Matthew and UK Stranger saying that we look knackered.
We do, but let's be honest. He's not going to be using that as an excuse.
No,
he's not going to be using that as an excuse. And we're one game away from Wembley. Let's be honest. We win the game. You put you're all in today, regardless of how tired you are, and then you've got a 2-week break. And guess what? We're coming back to a semi-final at Wembley against bloody Brighton.
Yeah. Well, assuming that we can overturn this 1-0 deficit.
And there you go. There you go.
Like, the way we're playing at the moment.
Oh, Anthony's just coming on and wanting to kick everybody. Come on.
Yeah. You were never getting to that ball, Anthony, son. Never.
Here's one from Scalesy the Goats. Welcome to the madness, my friend. I'm nervous every time I watch Maguire on the pitch. He needs to be sold as soon as possible. Yeah, look. There we go. Him and McTominay both poor. UK strain, Maguire. I don't care if Maguire misses it, to be honest.
True that.
Yeah, I'm not bothered. I'm not overly bothered if he doesn't play again for the rest of the season. I don't think, we know what he's rolling at the club. He knows what his rolling at the club is. But I said you can't blame him for today. I just think it's a whole tempo thing. There's been nobody who's been good, to be fair.
It's been flat. It's been it's like that they were taken out and they'd done a heavy training session before the game started.
Suck the shit out of their legs, yeah. They haven't got going. That midfield combination of Sabitzer and McTominay doesn't work.
Do you know what? I'm actually worried for the 3 games that we have to play in the Prem without fucking Sabitzer. Oh, without
Casemiro. Yeah. The thing is, they're winnable games, so it's not terrible, but we can't afford to drop off, really, the way that Newcastle started to find form. Thank God Tottenham are being what Tottenham do.
Mm. Actually, hang on. Did you say Brighton game is if we're true, is before the Prem games after the international break?
No, it would be the Prem game first, innit? Wouldn't they do it midweek? I don't even know when. To be honest, I didn't look. I didn't want to tempt fate and look that far ahead. No,
the only reason I'm asking is because obviously that might affect the number of Prem games that Casemiro would be banned for. If it comes in before we play before the third game.
Oh no, it would be. I think it would be after. I think it's afterwards, Rebel, because they was quite specific in the games that he was missing, and nobody said if they get through to the next round he'll miss blah blah blah.
Gotcha.
So
it's after those 3 games anyway. So I suppose that is one bonus. He's back.
Saying that though, you're right, Rebel, because that would make, because we're not in Europe for another month. Is that right? 3 weeks. There's a 3-week gap for Europe, so maybe they would play in between. Maybe, but it's just that because nobody said it, and
I suppose there were games that weren't on the calendar, so because
Maguire, you just pushed him on the floor. Is he a fucking idiot? You've already been booked, you twit.
And he's bitching at the linesman now as well. Shut up, Maguire.
Man, I don't understand. You're pushing him in his back.
And nobody's going to miss that big meaty Shrek hand he has, like.
Is he stupid? Fucking pussy old man. Shit.
Like, he's got hands as big as OMONDI's. You're not going to miss a shove in the bloody back like that.
God, man.
Ball in. Oh, Lord of mercy, De Gea just saved our arse.
Again.
Jesus
Christ. Away.
We're like fucking statues in the box. What are we doing? Lord. Jeez, De Gea. Well done for keeping your eyes on that, son. Whoop. Jeez, even our out ball, they're running in our face now non-stop.
Yeah, we've got nothing.
Looking at this game so far, 66 minutes in, are you concerned with the final third of the season? that we have enough in us to get home.
I am a bit worried, but look,
Anthony, that was a foul. That was a foul, ref. He was gone.
thank you. I am a bit rebel, but I said I know April. Ericsson's back the beginning of April. That's one extra, and that's a key extra. Casemiro's going to be rested and fuming. The thing is, it's more. Do we trust these players to keep us third? Because if they go fourth, all of a sudden you're looking over your shoulder, thinking, "Oh shit," you know.
Yeah, like we really do need to be winning those 2 games in hand and getting clear of Spurs. And at the moment, you're kind of going, "Yeesh." Like, I'm not going to lie, Martial needs to be playing half the remaining games. He needs
At least, yeah, definitely. What we got? 10 league games,
roughly 12 actually. Sorry, because we're 2 games behind, isn't it? We have 26 played. So, like, you're going to be looking for Martial to play at least 7 times during that.
Yeah, he has to.
And probably bag between goals and assists somewhere in the region of 7 goal contributions.
Jesus Christ, Rebel, you're harsh. But yeah, you're right. I think it needs to be figures like that to make that difference. And it can't be a hat-trick in one and F all in the rest.
No. Like, he doesn't even need to score goals or assists. He needs to be putting forward contributions to the goal tally. Jesus, Shaw, you're running like a fucking Oompa Loompa, son.
But he's in. Oh! I mean, that's our first real opportunity. Sure, the ball inside to Rashford.
That was from Sabitzer.
Oh, was that Sabitzer?
That was Sabitzer.
He's shifted V course now, hasn't he?
Do you know what's interesting? Is Shaw looked like he was running in slow motion there.
Oh God.
Matthew Bassett, we don't need to worry about Spurs. They'll bottle it. Bill Badger, can we agree on this? Can we all agree this is why Ten Hag doesn't rotate the squad? No one steps up. Fact.
Listen, you can't. The thing is, you can't really argue with that statement. We say, oh, you know, he burns them to death, but yeah, he's realized the drop off is too much.
Like, if you had someone that was giving you 50% of the output of Rashford, you could say, do you know what? No, we'll roll with him today. Let Rashford have a rest, but we don't.
No, we don't. Look, we're gonna miss. What we're saying is that we're missing the 18-year-old Garnacho.
Anthony, on the break. Come on, Anthony.
Go on, Anthony. Go on.
Send him.
Send him, please.
Sancho.
Please. No, we missed. Oh my God. Handball.
Oh,
we
VAR.
missed.
VAR's here.
We missed. Please let that be handball.
Did he take too many touches, in your opinion?
Boom, done there. He did what he had to do there.
That's a handball. That's a handball.
It's handball. That's handball.
No, that's not done by his side.
It's handball. That's a penalty. And he's off. Has to be.
VAR.
What do you mean VAR? Referee. It's handball.
It's gone to VAR though. It's always going to go to VAR. Shaw, get the fuck away from the ref. Pardon my French. Get away from the ref. We do not need you picking up a yellow card. Oh, he's going to the martyr.
It's a penalty. It has to be a penalty.
And he's running like he's Flash Gordon towards the...
What's he doing? Poser.
The hand is out like that.
He has to give it.
His hand is like... Yeah.
Oh, get lost, Willian. Get lost, Willian. And he's off. Thank you.
No,
Oh,
that's
shame.
not.
No, he sent off. Oh,
That's
shame.
the manager.
Sorry, God, my head's all over the place.
He sent off the manager for getting into
Or
the VAR square.
Boa Morte. He sent off.
Was
That's
it Bournemouth?
Send off 2 players. He's off. Send off 2. He's off.
There's a VAR check match
What are you looking for?
on a pen. Okay, decision.
He's off. It's a penalty.
VAR.
Go on.
And it's a pen. It's a
Get
pen.
Come on.
And now, Willian, are you being called? Is it Willian?
And now you're off as well. Yeah, you're off as well, bruv.
Mitrovic. Oh, Mitrovic. Oh.
Hold on. So who's he sent off?
He sent off Willian. Mitrovic now is getting in the rest face. Mitrovic could go here as well, lads. Oh, this is getting nasty.
Oh, lovely.
It's
Good.
on.
Good. As long as we score the penalty. Yeah? That's what we need to do now, yeah?
Mitrovic is going to look at the Mitrovic. Oh, Mitrovic is he's going to walk. Mitrovic is going to go, lads.
You reckon? No, he's not going to go.
He's been in the rest face twice now and put hands towards him. He's gone. Mitrovic is gone.
I don't understand. So they've sent off the coach,
Willian.
Mitrovic, Willian. Oh, the Willian one hasn't even come yet.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's given the red to Willian. That was the first red card. Then Mitrovic squares up to him. And he put hands on the ref.
Listen,
Yeah.
it only
Double red.
benefits us if we win the game. Yeah? We haven't even taken a penalty yet. This could get right in Rashford's head. Come on.
So Mitrovic confirmed red card.
So that's
Willian.
putting the hand on the ref. He could be gone for the whole season, right?
Correct. Willian confirmed red card.
So what's the third one?
The coach. That was during the VAR check. So that was
Yeah, that would have been a coach because Boamote run on the pitch in it, so he wouldn't have been able to. Wow, it's all kicking off. Let's score the goal, lads. Let's just score the goal.
Marco Silva red card was the other one.
Let's just score the goal.
3 red cards in no time. Okay.
Wow.
That reaction shows just got tasty, lads.
Wow, we need to score the penalty. We need to score the penalty though.
Well, they're still at it, lads.
Yeah, but look, they're going to be standing on the centre circle. Make sure you protect that centre circle, lads. Well done.
Yeah. Sabitzer's on it. He's on the penalty spot looking after it.
Well done. Well done.
I like this man. I like Sabitzer. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to disagree with our Northern colleague in chat, but I like this man's.
Oh, as Bill Bridgell said, the ref's giving 3 cards in a minute. What a legend! Wow, this game's just got spicy.
Anyone in the chat, can you check what the possible charges will be for putting hands on a ref? If you don't mind.
I don't care if we don't score. I'm not bothered what the charges are. Please, Bruno. Do your little hop. Please do your little hop. Confident hop.
Versus
hop.
Jay Leno. Strokes it. Goal.
Go on. Yes, man. Come on.
Come on.
We're back. 1-1.
Yeah.
Come on.
Here.
Oh my God.
Look at Reed at 3'6" trying to get in Wiggor's face. Matty, what a comment. Oh, yes. Okay, this game is woken up, lads. We have a game of football. So it's a 11-man Manchester United versus 9. I repeat, 9-man Fulham. Mitrovic, though, silly boy for touching the ref. You cannot do that.
Yeah, no chance. No chance. Oh, God. Come on. We've got 15 minutes.
I don't want extra time. I want this over in regulation.
Yeah, so do I. I've got a bet that we win this in normal time, so I lose my money if it goes to extra time. So, yeah, I'm with you, Rebel.
Oh,
Come on,
Lord
man.
of mercy.
Come on. Long, go on. Go on, Anthony. Do him. They've got 9 men. Just do him.
Come on now, stretch him.
Bruno
Great
out to
ball.
Sancho. Sancho, great ball in for
yeah!
Shaw. Yes! Get in! Dundee dance, man. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Look at that.
Yo!
Did you see that shot to Fergie? Did you see the grin on Fergie?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, we've been so lucky. We've been so shit. Don't play off that goal. Great ball.
Hang on. Is he off? Is he
Oh,
off?
oh, no. Oh, no. Where was the defender behind it? Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
That was a beautiful finish, but I'm worried.
Off. Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
Shaw's not off.
He might be actually.
No,
And
Shaw's not off.
Shaw's ahead. Shaw's ahead, isn't he?
No, Shaw's onside. I'm more thinking about Sabitzer.
No, but
Oh, bugger.
Shaw's ahead of Sabitzer and playing it backwards, isn't he?
Referee, don't do it. Just give half time. Please don't go to your box.
There's a VAR check. Oh, Lord.
Fuck.
But how
No, he's
did you-
behind him. He's behind him. He's behind Shaw. It's a goal. He's behind Shaw.
That's what I was saying to you. That's
Yeah,
Shaw's
he's
ahead of him.
behind Shaw. Yeah. Sorry, when you said ahead of him, sorry, you bypassed me. Right, so we've got, oh, yo, Ranger, my guy. This is the smile that you like. Yes, I'm back. Look, it's back. I spent 60 minutes cussing, but yeah, I'm back. Sabitzer. Oh, Bill Badjo, you didn't say 2-1. You're a liar, didn't he? Oh,
He did.
Yes,
He
he
did.
did. He didn't go for the predictable one.
He went for a very. Remember, you said he did a very unbill like prediction.
Yes, he did. Oh God!
And preseason Pirlo gets the ball into the box. Absolutely misses everybody with that ball. Oh Lord, this has been a roller coaster.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, I swear, that young fella has been on the camera more than bloody McTominay was. Okay, now, right, lads. 10 minutes now. See this through. Get your business done. Good luck and thanks. Here, do you know though? It's games like with the way the second half is gone. You could nearly stay talking about football all evening.
Well, I'm telling you.
Like we went for the first 45 minutes where we nearly needed caffeine to keep awake. There was nothing going on out there, and then we had a minute of 3 red card madness.
Lovely.
I want to dive into this a small bit because obviously we're playing the ball around. What would be going on in your head? Oh, ball inside, Wiggy to nobody. What, like, when you're a player, right, and you play the game for as long as Mitrovic has, you know that one thing that you cannot do is put a hand on the ref.
Yeah. And it was an aggressive one. It wasn't a Bruno one.
No. Bruno's mouthy, but he knows not to touch the ref.
Mm.
Do you think he'd be disappointed in himself after the game once he cools off and realizes I was an absolute numpty?
Yeah, of course. And he's cost him the game, to be fair.
Like it was bad enough they were losing Willian for
ref, it's a foul on Rashford. What are you doing?
There'll be a VR check again though. That's the only thing.
Fuck my life. Come on, man.
We play it on, so it looks like it won't be a VR check now. Here. I'm going to ask you this question because I've had this discussion with Cullum on FTSN. And by the way, if you did miss this earlier on, just before the game kicked off, Cullum did come on with his Anthony hairstyle. So make sure you go back to the start. I'll be sure that we'll try and clip that up and keep it as a separate video anyway. But Anthony Cullum was in the building earlier on. But VAR, Mr. B, it's been very much criticised as a system. That there's been lack of continuity in decision making. That one end of the VAR desk doesn't know what the other end of the VAR desk is doing. And what's viewed as being offside one day is then drawn differently another day by a different ref.
Yeah.
Like, the system was supposed to clean things up in football, to make decision-making more streamlined. But it seems to have done the exact opposite. And it's slowing down play.
Agreed. It's I said all systems need tweaking, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be. Oh, Fred's coming on for Rashford.
Stewie Marshall's calling it now. United City final.
Yeah, we had. That's what they wanted. To be fair, that is really what they wanted. It's the best that the FA could have hoped for. To be fair.
Someone in the chat, can you check the date of the semi-final? Because we need to do the math on this Casemiro thing.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. We'll let one of them. Yeah, guys, please let us know if Andrew, what you need to do, mate, is go and carry on. Anytime we're playing and we're losing, this is what you need to do. This is our good luck charm. Yeah, you go and eat. Who scored? Do you want to tell him?
Bruno from the penalty spot, and the man that you called a blood clot Yang. Sabitzer!
I'm just glad we're winning, Rebel. I'm just glad we're winning, bruv. To be fair, I'm just glad we're winning. It hasn't been a vintage performance, but
definitely not. Sabitzer, cool, lol, says Anthony. And it was a lovely little backheel as well. That thing was filth.
God at me.
Oh Lord. Couple of Liverpool fans I know. Very naive from Fulham is what they were saying.
Okay, is that what is in regards to
the red cards?
Okay.
That they took the situation and they lost their heads, and ultimately they paid the price for losing their cool. Like, oh, Anthony.
Go on. Oh,
So, Andrew Williams, what happened was there was a shot in a goal, and young, what you call him, the Brazilian Willian, had his hand out like that, and handballed, red card, penalty, and then young Mitrovic was absolutely...
No, the guy on the bench got sent off first.
Yes, during the VAR check for encroaching, that's right. Then the ref came out, pointed to the spot, issued the red card to Willian, and Mitrovic was an absolute langer, to quote Roy Keane, and put his hands on the referee, which was just straight away, bop, you're gone. Silly boy. Four minutes to close this thing out. But you have to say, Fulham beat themselves in a way. United were lackluster today, and they let us out of jail. Andrew Williams, he said, I said it in the first half, Mitrovic is an accident waiting to happen. He is actually fond of a red card, isn't he? Actually, now that I think about it.
He's a bit of a nutter. He is a bit of a nutter, to be fair.
I see that other comment, Andrew. I won't put it on the screen, but I see it.
What's that?
His last comment there.
Okay.
So United now playing around with the ball. Wan-Bissaka. The fizzle has gone right out of this game now.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. They've only got themselves to blame. Rebel.
Yes, Anthony Herbert, the Arsenal fan, welcome in. We have been expecting you, sir. But I would be interested to hear your thoughts on what you think of players putting hands on referees. And let us know if you have any input on that front. Wan-Bissaka. That's the one thing. Like, even though Ten Hag has improved him immensely, the one thing that hasn't improved from is the quality of. Oh, Anthony! Oh, Anthony!
Go! Oh! That was unlucky. That was unlucky. Great feat.
I thought I heard him say there's another VAR check and a possible penalty.
Who said that?
I just thought I heard with the commentator speaking that a second ago.
Oh, I don't know about that. Well, look,
Anthony!
Oh. Yeah, great feat by Anthony, man.
And
they've shown the shot.
Okay. So. Oh, no, that was just his trailing leg.
Yeah, no, it's nothing. Yeah, nothing in that.
Here, bear with me 2 seconds. I got
No
my phone
problem.
ringing, looking for the score.
No problem. Yeah, they're making all of their subs. They're going to make their 5 subs. I'm getting in, get them in, get some player bonuses on. Dan James, who apparently the Wales manager said something about us mismanaging today. Can somebody confirm or deny that for me, please? Eddie Mayhem. The reaction show will be on at, I think it's 6:30, 6:35. To be fair, not 100%, but do hit that notification bell, and we will be able to tell you. But I'm quite sure it's going to be caught 25-2.
I'll tell you what, Mr. B, there's a very happy 8-year-old now after hearing that result.
Yeah, God bless you. God bless you, man. God bless you, man.
I told him I'd speak to him in 10 minutes and I'd give him a proper analysis. Oh, bless him. Ed Mayhem, how are you doing, sir?
Okay. Straight away. I tell you what, he must have really told him some bad words, because he was sent off straight away. The manager.
Yeah. And I'm the more I look at that Mitrovic red card, the more I think, you silly goose.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Goose wouldn't have been what I would have called him, but yeah, silly would have definitely been part of it, to be fair.
Like, I know. Do you know what though? The difficult thing is though, the manager can't say diddly squat to him now, because he was at Bellend as well and got himself sent off.
Exactly.
Anthony, United are just kind of in in-game mode really now, aren't they?
Yeah. Bang.
I'm thinking he's going to see a rather significant ban for putting hands on an official.
Well, I mean, it could be anything. I think they've got license. They could ban maybe not till the end of the season, but they could give him a 6 or a 7 game quite easily.
Is it gross misconduct? Game into disrepute?
Well, I know they've got specific rules for putting your hand on a ref, because I know Talk Sport and them, when they wanted Bruno to be banned because the referee pushed him first or pulled him first, and Bruno kind of half touched him back. They were talking about 6 to 12 games or something like that, which is the remit. That's what they were calling for. So yeah, he'll be done. He will be done for quite a few.
By the way, side note, it's currently Ireland 17, England 7 in the under-20 Six Nations. Just saying. Oh, and by the way, for those of you just joining us in the chat, FTSN Cullum, who, as you know, made a rather silly bet on one of the watch-alongs not too long ago, was with us before the kickoff and showed off his Anthony hairstyle. So if you haven't seen it, be sure to scroll back and give it a look. We will try and clip it up for you as well, because we are very fond of this new hairstyle. 7 minutes! Holy Jeebus!
Wow.
Oh. I'm just going to have a quick look here, actually. Premier League. I still can't get over he done that.
Makes no sense.
I'm looking here and... Oh my god. But... Any player... It's a minimum of a 3-game consecutive ban.
Okay.
So... It's a minimum of 3-game ban.
Mr. Herbert, I'm not gonna smile at you, but I will give you a wave.
And that goes double for me. Oh Lord! And that's this video demonetized anyway.
Oh God, no, Herbert. Yeah, right. Yeah, no. Sorry.
Oh Jesus! 3 minutes to go. 9-man Fulham. Ay caramba. Like, I'm thinking back to some of the most hot-headed players that have ever graced the game, Mr. B. And I don't think any of them were stupid enough to put hands on ref.
You know what? I see. The thing is, it's not. There's putting hands on the ref and there's touching the ref. He touched the ref. I don't think you could say he put his hands on the ref. He did mean to do it. To be fair, it's not like it was an accident. He did mean to do it. In which case, then I think he's really got to be in the shit.
Mm. I'm trying to think back. Was the last one to was it that he squared up to the ref and put his nose to nose? Was the last one I remember?
Who's that? Who's that?
This was a good bit back ago. I think it was in the Italian game. Fred coming through. Lays it off to Bruno. Bruno!
Man, that's it. God, they keep cussing him and he keeps scoring. I told you, I love Bruno.
Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United are in the semi-final. Here we go. Actually, do you know what? We haven't got our answer from the chat. I'm going to go look for him first. What dates are the semi-finals?
Oh, that's a finish, man. He hit that so true. The goalie ain't saving that. No, goalie don't save that.
22nd of April is the semi-finals.
Yeah, long way away, man. That's a long way away. Long way away. We've got a lot of league games in between then.
So Cass will actually be back for that, according to that. So
I reckon Ericsson will be back for that as well, to be fair.
So, yeah, the 3 league games on the 2nd, the 5th, and the 8th are the ones that Big Cass misses. He'll be back then for the Sevilla game on the 13th. Oh, Lord of mercy. We're out.
Backlog, innit?
We're out the 2nd of April. 3 days later, we're playing again. 3 days after that, we're playing again.
We've got no space. They have to squeeze us in. Yeah, it's a madness.
Jesus,
and that's it. That's it. The game is over.
We have 2 days, Mr. B, between the second leg against Sevilla and Chelsea. That is redonkulous.
Oh, they want to flog us to death. They don't care, do they? But guys,
what date did I say that match was?
For something of April. Did you say 22nd? Will it be so far?
Jesus, that's a day after our fucking Europa League game, if that's the case.
No, they'll move it.
22nd of April. And we're playing Europa League on... Before we wrap up, we're playing the Europa League on the 20th. So, yeah, it's the Chelsea game goals. So they have to refix the Chelsea game. Lord of mercy.
Jesus Christ, can you believe it? Look, do you know what? I'll be honest, Rebel. I'd rather we were in this position than in Chelsea's position. You know what I mean? We'll have a backlog, yeah. Look, we've got 1 trophy already. Yeah. We've got one already. Yeah. Well,
Edmey, just to finish out, we are playing Brighton. The draw was done before our game kicked off. I don't know why they do that, but they done it that way. And City are playing Sheffield. And the reaction show is actually probably coming hot on our heels, so we probably have to bounce, Mr. B.
Yeah, it should. I don't even think it's set up. Hit that notification bell, but it's got to be within 10 minutes, to be fair. We'll get it done. Rebel guys in the chat, as always, we appreciate you. You don't have to be here on a Sunday. You could have been watching the TV, although you probably were and had the sound down, listening to our beautiful voices. But we always say, thank you very much. Hit that notification bell for the reaction show. It may well be 2 reaction shows, to be fair, but look, make sure you hit that bell, Rebel, and I will leave you to close out, man.
On a day where Ten Hag marches forward in yet another cup, the treble is still on, and on that wonderful note, I'd leave you to think on that. And Arsenal, you better win Premier League, because otherwise you'll be letting the red half of the Premier League teams down. So let's get to it.